The Utah Jazz are currently unrecognizable. What's gone wrong? And how do they fix it? 30 minutes after the Jazz lost for the fifth time in 6 games, in a third consecutive blowout, Donovan Mitchell sat in front of his locker, staring straight ahead. Veteran Jeff Green, in a nearby locker, tried to talk him through the frustration. "We're low, to be honest with you. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. We're not where we want to be," Green said afterwards. "The last 6 games, we kind of took a couple steps back from the progress that we had going into, that road trip. The unassailable fact is that the Jazz lack an identity right now. Under Quinn Snyder, the Jazz have prided themselves on being a stout defensive team that shares the ball on offense. Right now, both are missing. They've slipped from 1st to 10th defensively in the last 2 weeks. They've been an elite transition defense team in years past, and now they've slipped to 16th there, per cleaning the glass." Snyder pointed to a lack of play-to-play focus from the players as a source of the problem. "In the beginning of the year there was a determination and a focus defensively, and it showed. More recently, we've allowed other things, whether it be a missed shot, the perception of a bad call, a turnover, everything is lingering," Snyder said. "Our inability to get to the next play I think has hurt our defense, and that being collectively focused on something, requires 5 guys playing together." Grizzlies at Jazz. When Saturday, 8 p.m. TVATTSN in a span of 2.5 minutes in the third quarter of Wednesday's game, the Jazz allowed 3 backdoor cuts to Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, as Mitchell and Bojan Bogdanovic couldn't figure out how to deal with the simple action. That led to some bickering on the court, as the Jazz tried to figure it out. "I think that was one of the most productive conversations we had," Mitchell said. "I think there are times we need to go back and forth, and the end of the day it was my fault and he let me know it. I think that's what makes us better. Perhaps some of the defensive tension comes from the Jazz's offensive my turn, your turn slog. They now rank 27th in the league in assists, and the offense looks nothing like the rotating wheel of layups and dunks that Snyder refers to as the blender. Their shot selection is ugly, ranking 24th in the league by PBPStats.com's model. Just from the eye test, ignoring the stats, there were multiple times where Bogdanovic stood with his arms in the air then threw them down in frustration, waiting for a pass that never came.